Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast where we deep dive into the world of gold and silver investments. I'm your host, Kunal, and today we are tackling an important and intriguing topic, the ever increasing value of gold, especially in India. Whether you have bought gold for traditional reasons, as an investment, or both, you might have noticed one thing: its value never seems to stop rising. But why is that? Today, I'm going to break down the key reasons why gold has been consistently increasing in value over years, and why, for Indians, it remains an essential part of our financial and cultural lives. So, let's jump in. So, let's start with a bit of history. Gold has always held immense value in India, not only just as a currency or a luxury item, but as a status symbol, prosperity, and security. For centuries, people across India have considered gold to be a safe store of value. But if we look at the recent history, over the last few decades, we can clearly see that the price of gold has consistently trended upwards. If you compare the price of gold 20, 30, or even 50 years ago with today, the difference is staggering. And this isn't just a local phenomena, it's part of the global trend. But why is this the case? There are several reasons for this steady rise, and they are particularly relevant when we look at India. The first, and perhaps the most important, is inflation. Yes, as the prices of goods and services rise, the purchasing power of money decreases. In simpler terms, your 1000 rupees today can buy less than it could 10 years ago. Gold, on the other hand, acts as a hedge against inflation. While the value of paper currency erodes over time, gold tends to hold its value and often increases because it's a limited resource that doesn't get affected in the same way as fiat currencies. Now, let's talk about India's specific relationship with gold. For us, gold isn't just an investment, it's a cultural cornerstone. Whether it's weddings, festivals like Diwali or Akshay Tritiya, or even as a form of inheritance, gold has deep emotional and social significance. The, this cultural connection has created a strong ongoing demand for gold in India, which in turn keeps pushing its value even higher. In fact, did you know that India is one of the largest consumers of gold in the world? The constant demand, especially during wedding seasons and festivals, helps keeps gold prices on an upward trajectory. Unlike other commodities where demand can fluctuate based on market conditions, the demand of gold in India is fairly consistent. People view gold as a long term asset that will continue to appreciate, making it a go to investment even during the times, especially during the times of economic uncertainty. But demand is only one part of the story. Another critical factor in increasing value is gold is supply. You see, the amount of gold available in the world is limited. Mining new gold is becoming expensive and difficult as accessible reserves are depleted. So, while demand stays strong, the supply side is constrained, which naturally drives up the prices. It's basic economics. When demand outpaces supply, the prices increase. On top of this, India has a long history of importing gold, and international factors play a big role in influencing its price. Global geopolitical tensions, financial crisis, wars, even changes in interest rates in US or Europe can impact the price of gold in India. For example, when international economies experience instability, like we saw during the 2008 global financial crisis, investors around the world flock to gold as a safe haven asset. And when demand spikes globally, it affects the prices here in India too. But it's not just for the global factors. Gold also plays a crucial role in protecting wealth during the times of uncertainty. India has faced its fair share of economic challenges, whether it's inflation, currency devaluation, or market volatility. During such times, people naturally turn to gold to safeguard their wealth. Unlike stocks or real estate, gold is relatively liquid and can be quickly converted into cash if needed, making it an attractive and reliable asset in the times of crisis. I have even noticed that some jewelers stay above their houses and offer these services at 12 a.m. in the morning as well. Now, here's where something interesting. While the price of gold might fluctuate in the short term, like any other asset, over the long term, it has shown a clear upward trajectory. This makes gold a particularly attractive option for those looking for a stable long term investment. People often say, you can never go wrong with gold. And in India, that statement rings true more than anywhere else in the world. Take a moment and think about gold your parents or your grandparents bought decades ago. If they had purchased gold in the 1970s or 1980s, imagine its value today. What costs a few hundred rupees back then now is worth even thousands or maybe lakhs. That's the beauty of gold. It doesn't just hold its value, it grows over time, offering a solid return on investment, especially in a country like India where demand remains high and consistent. So, to sum it all up, why does the value of gold always seem to increase, especially in India? It's a combination of factors: inflation, cultural demand, limited supply, and global economic conditions. But perhaps the most important reason is that for us, gold isn't just a financial asset, it's a part of who we are. From generations past to generations yet to come, gold remains an integral part of Indian life and wealth. And while the world around us changes, one thing remains constant: the value of gold continues to rise, securing its place as a trusted, time tested investment. So, whether you are buying gold for your family or your future, you are making a smart decision. That's all for today's episode. If you found this discussion insightful, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and follow me on Instagram and YouTube as well for more tips on investing in physical gold and silver. Thank you for tuning in. As always, stay golden.